The APC is not taking chances in the governorship elections as the Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, continues his campaign visits to states. In Abia State, at a town hall meeting, he told party supporters that the APC will continue to embark on programs that will uplift the less privileged.
This state is the leading state for micro, small, and medium-scale businesses. It's a leading state. We launched the MSME clinics. This was the first state. We have gone to almost every state of the Federation, but this was the first state that we came to launch the MSME clinic. The very first state where we came to Aba to launch it. One of the reasons why the APC and members have not been able to benefit directly is because the government is not an APC government. The only remedy for us comes on Saturdays. Let us not argue, let's not blame ourselves, let's not say anything. The only answer to the question you have asked is on Saturday.
Nigeria's Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo. You're watching the news at 10 on Channels Television, reaching you live from Lagos. Let's shift gears now, shall we? To our Abuja studios, where Linda Akibe is standing by to take us through a couple of more stories. Linda?
Hello, Gimba. Welcome back to Abuja. The International Board of Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative says Nigeria has attained its satisfactory progress ranking in implementation of its standards by member countries. The ranking, which is done every 3 years, measures transparency levels in the sector by reviewing its entire value chain, and Nigeria, along with 6 other countries, attained the highest ranking out of initiatives by 52 member countries. Speaking at a press conference in Abuja, the Executive Secretary of the Nigeria Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative said Nigeria's satisfactory progress status comes from the country performing excellently in 29 out of the 31 standards countries are measured.
And all of them end with progress. The first one is that no progress. A country has not made any progress at all. The second is inadequate progress. Remember, it's still progress, but it's not adequate. The third is meaningful progress. You have made some progress, and it's meaningful, but it's still not enough. The last one, which is the ultimate position, which is the highest, is satisfactory progress. And that is what we have achieved now. There are countries against what you call the value chain of the extractive sector. There are 7 broad categories. The first one is that they look at your multi-stakeholder setup and governance. That's the first one. Then the second one is they look at your licenses and contract system. That's the second one. The third one is they look at your production. The reporting, the openness about your production figures. Then they will look at your revenue collection. That's the fourth one. They will look at your revenue allocation. That's the fifth one. Then they will look at the socio-economic contributions of that sector. If they are well covered in your reporting, that's the sixth one. And the last one is to look at the impact and outcome of your effort. The chairman of Global EITI, his name is Fredrik Reinfeldt, former Prime Minister of Sweden. He has come to Nigeria before. And he said Nigeria's implementation of the EITI standard remains in many respects a model for implementing countries globally.
The trial of a former special advisor to President Goodluck Jonathan, Mr. Doyin Okupe, who is facing a 59-count charge of money laundering, continues at a federal high court in Abuja. Prosecution witness Mr. Shola Tere, a former executive director of the Nigerian Television Authority, told the court how the station allegedly aired a program pro bono, contrary to the statement of Mr. Okupe that he paid for its broadcast.
Chief Doyin Okupe in the dock as he listens to a prosecution witness testimony that a federal government-sponsored program was broadcast free at the station. The witness, a former executive director, told the court that the said program was broadcast free as part of its corporate social responsibility. when confronted with a document said to have been signed by him as acknowledgement of the receipt of about 3 million naira by the television station from Mr. Okupe. The witness insisted that the signature, although similar to his, was not his. The court then asked the witness to sign on a piece of paper for cross-checking, to which he did. On the cross-examination, the witness was asked if he had a relationship with a private company, to which he answered in the negative. When asked if he sent the company's name to Mr. Okupe to make additional payments, the witness answered in the negative. He also told the court that he doesn't know if Mr. Okupe was intimated on the plan by the television station to air the program pro bono.
Shola Etere was the second prosecution witness, and 1 or 2 documents are in, and he has denied one, although the signatures appear identical. But time will come when the truth will come out, whether he signed it or not. But all that we know, or all that the first defendant knows, is that the program was paid for from the beginning to the end, and the evidence is there, and details of the account were submitted to him.
The document that was presented to the witness to confirm if he was one who signed or who made the document, he stated unequivocally that he wasn't the one, that he was not, he could not recall making the document, and that the signature is not his own. Even though he said the signature looks like his own, it's not his own. If it is his own, he would have said it is my signature. But because the signature is not his own, he said it looks like. So it looks like his signature, and it's not his own.
After the testimony of the witness, the court adjourned to the 16th of March for continuation of the trial.
As March the 9th House of Assembly election draws near, Anambra State Governor Willie Obiano has continued to mobilize the All Progressives Grand Alliance grassroots executive officers and the state workforce to vote for the continuity of good governance in the state. In a final push for victory, the governor holds an interactive session with executive officers from the 326 wards across the state and the civil servants, where he appeals to them to help sustain the tempo of development by voting all ABGA candidates.
Governor Willie Obiano of Anambra State arrives Dr. Alex Ekweme Square in Awka, the state capital, where he is received by a crowd of party faithful. It's a show of strength by the All Progressives Grand Alliance, ABGA, as party supporters from the 326 wards turn out en masse at this rally to ensure electoral victory for the party. Their target is to clinch all the State House of Assembly seats at the polls this Saturday after the setback it suffered in the National Assembly election.
Everybody must come out in mass for us to win the whole House of Assembly, to enable our governor, Chief Dr. Willie Obiano, to work very, very well for the next 3 years.
Our governor is doing a marvelous work in Anambra State. He's doing the consulting, he load, everything, paying salaries to the workers. So I'm telling the Epusigo local government to come out in mass, all the town 4 towns in the Epusigo that make Epusigo local government, to come out in mass and support our governor, Okupe.
Their next port of call is the Jerome Udoji Secretariat, where civil servants also received Governor Obiano in excitement. Governor Willie Obiano steps out to address the workers as he reiterates his administration's commitment to good governance in the state.
I got one of the first states to give us up with the new minimum wage.
We will be among the first states that will pay minimum wage. What it will cost Anambra, suppose 27,000 is approved, is over 1.4 billion naira additional. It is not easy, but I will pay it.
With interactive sessions held with different groups in the state, the All Progressives Grand Alliance is confident of victory in Anambra State come Saturday, March 9th, as the party believes development in the state would be sustained if a healthy relationship exists between the legislature and the executive.